So I did a writer's camp. I took 2 weeks when I had it put together, and I brought everybody I mentioned. And I wanted everybody to hear what I say about them, right? And I wanted to make sure, my brother, my mother, all of my friends. So there were about 20 people.
That's hard, because what if they said, I don't want you saying that about me?
Exactly. And that was the hard part. It's like I want to tell the truth. I want to let people have it.
Oh, I got so much to say. So here's the deal. You guys ready? We are all set. All right. Hold up.
There's
Stop
several
right now.
there are several conversations.
There's a
about it.
conversation with you
With Harry.
about how dark your baby is going to be?
Potentially, and what that would mean or look like.
Ooh.
The biggest thing for me was just really, it was like heart, like warm, like my soul was like warm at the end of it. Like I felt genuinely I felt so much gratification, like it's like I felt really sentimental. I cried and shit, I haven't cried in years.
Wow.
Paragraph, because you know how you open the book.
Yeah.
With the first words, I was calling everybody I know to say, we must choose this as a book club to have as many people in the world read it as possible. The world needs to know this story and lift up the men who are literally standing in the gap and holding everything together for their families. I want you to meet now Charles Johnson, y'all.
My hope is that in 10 to 15 years, we will be talking about the maternal mortality crisis in the United States in a historical context. Although there's nothing I can do to bring Kira back, the highest honor we can pay her is to do everything we can to send other mothers home with their precious babies.
Before you take on a family, bro, go see somebody about your past. And go see somebody about the trauma that you've endured throughout the course of your life and start healing. Because if you don't heal from that, you'll have all this and you'll never be happy.
I gotta thank my wife because I wasn't gonna post that video. I thought I was talking too much. I was completely self-conscious, like, man, nobody cares about this. I'm talking way too much. She's like, no, post it.
What do you want people to feel when they hear you sing as Billy, Strange Fruit?
What do I want people to feel? I want them to, well, first of all, I want them to feel gratitude for her and towards her,
What makes you marvel the most about where you guys are, though?
Like on just a regular level is that we get to do this together and that we really like each other. Like I think the fact that we get to drive to work every day together and we get to tackle these big dreams together. I always have to remind myself every day like where it started so that I can really appreciate where it's at.
Talking to somebody last week and they were like, what did they say? It was like, oh, so this movie, they're coming to America and it's your legacy, and what is your legacy? And I was like, my legacy? My legacy is not movies. My legacy is my children, not my movies. When I die, ain't nobody gonna be at my funeral standing over the coffin going, then first you did 48 Hours, then he moved on to Trading Places. And then he did The Great Beverly Hills Cop. Let's show a clip.
It's what happened to you as a child shaped the way you actually viewed the world. And your world view determined your personal view of yourself. And that is why you either grow up with a sense of worthiness or not, based on what your surroundings are. That's what I hear you saying.
Exactly. And I think people intuitively understand that your life experiences influence who you are. But what I don't think they connect with is that those experiences literally change the biology of your body, particularly the biology of your brain.
And lots of people are talking about your weight and all in your business about it. And I want to know, what has the experience of losing this been like for you, and also people's reaction to it?
I'm not shocked or even fazed by it because my body has been objectified my entire career. I'm either too big, I'm either too small, I'm either hot or I'm either not, whatever. I never looked up to anyone because of their body. I never admired anyone because they had the same hair color as me or the same style as me or, whatever. So,
or were the same weight as you?
Never, ever, ever.
I am a Hindu and I pray. I have a temple in my home. I do it as often as I can. But at the same time, to me, I'm truly more spiritual. I feel I'm a believer of the fact that a higher power does exist, and I like to have faith in that.
At a very young age, may I say, 38, you have written your, I will say, your first memoir, already a New York Times bestseller. What did you recognize in yourself or in your life that you needed to change during the pandemic?
I realized that I had to stop letting others define my worth.
Said, but right now, everybody who needs to say yes to this show is sitting out in my living room waiting for you. And you're about to make a decision that's going to affect the rest of your life.
Whoa.
Right? And Michael was behind me like, I look up and you were like, I know it's hard, baby. And I'm looking and I was like, F it, give me 10 minutes.
And you did the
And
audition.
I went out and
the rest
did
is
the
history.
audition and the rest is history.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.